and he's mean mugging me.
Right.
This fucking guy.
Can't ignore that.
The week of Christmas,
right.
of the Lord's birthday.
Right.
Ready to start a fucking fight with me with your 9-year-old kid? You don't get to do that anymore, dude, because I could be a psychopath.
Right.
I could get out of my Honda CRV and go track you down and just say, I am going to beat your father in front of you to teach him a lesson. And then what kind of Christmas memories would that be for that kid for the rest of his goddamn life?
Not a great Christmas.
But also a pretty good story around like drinking some beers with the boys.
Merry Christmas, everybody. It's the holiday season. This is going to be, I don't know, not a holiday-themed episode, but we're going to take care of some holiday stuff. We've got some gifts to give one another. As I said on Below Deck, I feel, I don't know, just a little bashful. I feel like you guys are more generous than me.
What are you talking about?
Well, I just got you guys unwrapped weed chocolates, and you guys got me these very, ornately wrapped gifts, Anyways, this is another podcast show. It's a show I gab goof about really whatever's at the top of mind. I'm Dylan, saddled up next to one real Nicholas Davis.
What's going on, everybody?
Pat, producer of the podcast, over there behind my glasses.
Hey, how are you?
What are you doing on your phone?
Well, I want to buy this. I want to buy the golden tea, and I'm in an auction on eBay.
I thought you bought one.
Get this. The guy wanted me to pick it up, and he lives in Tennessee.
Fucking idiot. That guy.
What, Pat or that guy?
That guy.
What are you at right now in the bid?
500.
It's not going to stay there, is it?
Mm-mm.
What's going to get up to? 13, 14?
1,200.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, so I didn't bring an intro topic because I thought we were going to do, and I haven't brought intro topics lately, but so forgive me. But we're going to do gift exchange for the top of the show, right?
Yeah, it's fun. Audience gets to know us a little bit better.
Yeah, and then after the gift exchange, I would like to talk about mukbang, and I'd like to preemptively apologize to people because you're going to hear some sounds and stuff, but we'll get through it very, very quickly. It's just important to provide context to further talk of the death of food content.
Mm-hmm. I want to talk about this guy who had his son with him. He's lucky he had his son with him, or I beat the shit out of him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. I should tell my story, too, of the that homeless woman that I got into the fight with.
Okay.
And what do you got?
I'm unveiling a new segment. Sometimes I just see things and I want to let you guys know, but I don't know how to bring it in. But now I'll just put it under the umbrella of what caught my eye this week.
Oh. Right.
I feel like I've somewhat stolen a little bit of the taxonomic structure of Pat's segments, but it works, Pat. So thank you.
What caught my eye? That's the segment?
This week.
Okay, got it.
I hope it's as good as my segment I did last week called How's That Going to Work Out?
How's that going to work out? And PMZ Presents How's That Going to Work Out is out now. Upgrade if you want to hear it. It was a good one. Can I tell my homeless story really quickly, and then we can kind of cleanse the palate with some nice stuff, because I'm only telling this story on Patreon because I felt like a real schmuck after. And I came immediately over to Pat's. I was on my way to Pat's when this happened, so I've already told Pat. He said, yeah, you should feel no guilt whatsoever, but I'd like you to weigh in. I'd like everybody listening to weigh in. So I go to this gas station on the corner right over here. Moore Park and Vineland. That concludes micro regional stuff about Los Angeles. So anyway, so I walk into the gas station and I'm checking out, and a zombie walks in, hair tattered to shit. I think on her sweatpants, stained.
Well, by the way, what kind of category of zombie? Was she a concrete puncher, a screamer? Hey, what's the zombie that has nice things?
Well, she wasn't quite a fancy, but she did look like a hip hop dancer. So maybe you can call her like a formie or a former. She was something
at some point,
and now she no longer is. Maybe call her a former. So,
I like the concept. I don't like the name.
So I'm checking out. I have purchased my coconut water and my Red Bull energy to get me through the evening. And she gets behind me in line. She gets very close to me. She does not have a mask in sight. Now, I'm not gonna, flip out about the pandemic or anything, but it's always been like, we're all doing it. Why do you get to be excluded from this? But I turn around and I see...
Because I'm a freedom fighter?
I turn around and I see that she is a vagrant. So I decide, well, that's why she's not wearing a mask, because she's a former. Yeah, it's a bad name. But anyway.
I don't think so. When a kid's a star on TV,
right.
He's no longer a star. He's no longer a former teenage actor.
It does reek of a dead star.
A failure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyways, I turn around. And
you know what they call a male to female one of those? A transformer.
Okay.
I do like former now. It stays.
Okay. So I turn around, assess the situation. She is a former. She is dangerous. So I turn around and I hear her say, "Would you hurry the fuck up and mind your own fucking business?" And I turn around and I say, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And she said something under her breath and then said, "Spit on you."
Yeah, she said she was going to spit on you.
There was some type of threat that she was going to spit on me. And I said, "I'm sorry. Are you down on your luck?" And she got very, very quiet. And I felt like shit. And I said, "Have a great night." And I walked outside and I immediately called my wife as though I was confessing to some type of priest. I felt really, really shitty about what I had said to her. I just felt like such a jerk, like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
How did you not get spit on, you figure? I mean, what does she have to lose?
I think it was it was an empty threat. I think it was a complete bluff, because she wasn't all the way gone,
Still there. There was someone.
She was a former.
Was she was Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Still some good you could pull out of that.
Right. She
Then
hadn't
fully turned to the
massacred
dark
all
side.
those kids yet. Mm-hmm. But anyways, do you think that was
The
too much?
younglings.
Honestly, I don't. I mean, just on our recent Below Deck episode, we talked about Jocko Willink's children's book, Way of the Warrior Kid, where his uncle comes to town and tells the kid he's a pussy. So he starts doing pull-ups and he becomes legit.
A super soldier, yeah.
Maybe you just bluntly gave her the stark reality, and she has probably by now... When was this?
Saturday.
Probably by now she's turned her life around.
Yeah.
And even if that isn't the case,
Yeah.
I think you prevented yourself from getting one of the hepatitises.
Right. Well, yeah, she
Well,
did.
him not saying something would have been a better way not to get hepatitis. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Me leaving the situation alone. But she started so heavy and then even escalated it further, saying that she was going to spit on me. So I had to say that nasty thing to her. I felt icky, but not as icky as her. She's a zombie. Let's cleanse the palate.
I think you're fine.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I appreciate it.
I think I wish that Dylan, much like The Rock, had an entire crew following him around, because I really want to witness the interactions he has when he's out in public.
I get into some sticky situations.
Here's how it goes with zombies. I'm not going to call it their natural habitat, because it's their natural habitat is technically the end of my street. But as zombies live their own existence, if I just see them, I don't know, peeing into an empty Snapple bottle or buying crack off one another, I'm like, I have nothing to say about this.
Sure.
Hopefully our society will get in line and the police and whatever will start helping these people.
Hopefully we help these people, yeah.
But if they interact and engage with me, it's war.
Right.
You try and open up the door like you're a fucking concierge or a doorman at a 7-Eleven,
Right.
I will say, get the fuck away from me.
Well, that's
A zombie?
A zombie.
If they open up the door for you?
It's a whole stick they do, the zombies. They think they're doormen at the fucking Hilton.
So they hold the door open for
Yes.
you, and then on the way out, they ask for change, and they're like, "Hey, motherfucker, I opened the door for you."
Yeah. And I don't like that.
Makes sense. You're savvy.
It gets
That's
me
a little
very
bit of an
anxious.
overreaction from you, but I do want to just
I got my kid in the car. No, you are a zombie.
well, listen, we do have hearts. I often, if I go into a place, I'll say, "Can I get you anything?" If they are, I don't know, a curly. The ones that just curl up into a little ball outside and they're really, really cold.
Oh, that's sad. I'll
yeah,
get him a
it's
blanket
super
or
sad. Do you
something.
need a hot dog? Do you need a coffee? Can I get you something? But if you're at a gas station, you're about to pull out, and somebody knocks on your window, and they look the way that they look, and they demand that you let them wash your car, then, situations get elevated, and you say nasty things to people who are really down on their luck.
Because it's the holiday season, and we probably should get into something more warm-hearted.
Yeah.
And one last thing. There used to be a zombie that had been around in Studio City for years called the Nun. This person...
Oh, my God.
You know the Nun, right?
Of course I know the Nun.
So the Nun excuse me, God bless, had the whole shtick down, absolutely
terrifying.
prior
For millennials, she reminded me very much.
It was a he, by the way. I think he transitioned into a.
He reminded me very much of the pigeon guy from Hey Arnold. Very, very creepy. Very
creepy. Wore like a plastic bag over his head. So I'm picking up my order at California Pizza Kitchen over there on Ventura Boulevard. So they have a place where you pull up and you wait for your food to come down.
Sure, right by Jamba.
Yeah, I'm sitting with my wife, Sharizi, and all of a sudden there's a. Jesus Christ.
I know, it's very startling.
Scared the shit out of me.
Right.
I opened up the door and I get the fuck away from me. And he backed up. Oh, I am so sorry.
Right.
It's terrifying.
You do sound a little too aggressive with homeless people.
Oh, do?
Yeah, just a tiny bit. Nick, what have you been looking at for the last 5 minutes?
Sorry, I was looking up this. It's the levels of charity.
Okay.
It rank from the least honorable to the most honorable. What you're doing is somewhere between 8 and 7, Dylan.
Yeah,
when you offer this person on the way in, you're either grudgingly donating or...
No, I'm 5. When one gives directly to the poor without being asked.
Oh, fair enough. Basically, 5 through 8 ain't shit, and you're only doing it for yourself.
Well, that's very arbitrary. You've defined 5 as the threshold. That's the last. That's the point of no return of shitty charity. Who made you fucking governor?
This is definitely opinion-based, what I just stated. But 4, you don't even know who it's going to. You're like, I just want to help out.
What's number 1? The highest form of charity is to help sustain a person before they become impoverished by offering a substantial gift in a dignified manner, or by extending a suitable loan, or by helping them find employment or establish themselves in business so as to make it unnecessary for them to become dependent on others.
Teach a man to fish,
This
so to
is
speak.
wordy. This is horseshit. I don't know who came up with these things. I don't know who Rambam is, but he sounds like a fucking snake oil salesman. Can we open some presents?
Yeah, let's do that.
I would love to, but I see one I haven't seen a lot. But the highest form of charity is when the donor and recipient are unknown to each other. So you don't get this gratification from anybody of giving.
What are you talking? So people who donate to causes because they want tax write-offs? That's the second highest form of charity.
Yes.
The people who receive that don't know who it came from, and the people who gave it don't know who the fuck it's going to. Rambam is a fucking moron.
Hey, you want to open some presents?
Let's open some presents.
All right. We already got our presents from Dylan. He got us chocolate marijuana.
Weed chocolate. It's the chocolates that we have been eating probably too much of, but Pat is absolutely in love with them. Nick likes them a little bit too, but Nick's going to go through that bar in 3 days.
How many milligrams is it? I would
100 milligrams.
It ruined my work Christmas party.
Oh, I'm definitely going to save this and take it all before our next Patreon-only APS.
Oh, my God. You're going to eat the entire thing?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's such an awesome idea.
I'm worried about his health. Hey, can I do the first gift?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's for Nikki. Here you go, Nick.
Awesome. This is exciting.
And do open the presents as fast as possible so that we don't have any dead air.
Yeah. But people can vamp.
We could do like trivia or something.
I love trivia. It's a glass. I'm pretty excited. It's a Friends glass!
Oh, my gosh. That's so cool.
Nikki, can you tell what it is, though, with the glass? It's all the famous quotes from the show Friends on one glass.
Could I be wearing any more clothes? That's from my favorite episode, the one where no one's ready. You could not be more wrong. How you doing? Regina Phalange. We were on a break. This is beautiful.
Oh, wow. That's a really thoughtful
Nick.
gift.
Where's my gift?
It is the bigger box of the two.
Wow, that's really cool.
I will say it's kind of a crutch for him to give me friend shit, but I am unfazed. Give me all the friend stuff.
Oh, my God.
Now, I thought there's going to be some Air Jordans in here, but this is a pretty heavy box.
Yeah, they're not Air Jordans in there.
Okay.
Those are the Jordan...
You're doing well, Nick.
Those are the Jordan 3s I had. I'm doing less well at the moment. I quit a job.
There's a couple things in here. Mm-hmm. Should I just...
Well, you do the book first.
What makes a marriage last? Oh, Phil Donahue, one of my heroes. It's a pretty thick book.
It's 50 couples.
Do not tell Cherie Nick gave that to you.
I'm definitely going to keep that in here, but I'll read it.
He won't read it.
I'll read it.
It's really more for the book's more of a joke.
It's a joke, yeah.
But also, I mean, it's 50 different couples. Someone's got to have some tips in there. The real gift is the other one.
You know, a lot of people say if you pull one thing from a book, it was a good reading experience. If you pull anything other than that, it was, it gets a more and more better book.
Ooh, what do we have here, Nikki?
Did you get a natural wine?
I did get natural wine.
Did you tell him?
Oh my God.
Is this what we were drinking the other night?
No, it wasn't. Let me see that.
Show the bag. Show the bag. It's from.
Did you go to Lou's?
No, there's a place in Silver Lake that I'm surprised you haven't.
Psychic Wine.
Oh, Psychic Wine. Yeah,
Wines.
I actually called them to see if they could sponsor our podcast. They said no, so I never want to talk to them ever again.
Look at this.
Oh, that's really cool. Let me see the bottle.
All right, here you go.
Yeah, so let me know what you guys think of that, because obviously I went in there like an idiot. I was in sweats too, and they're like, you don't belong here.
Yeah. So how did the wine buying process go?
I grabbed 2 bottles on the middle shelf, and then I got the fuck out of there.
That's it.
Middle shelf. And just to let some laymen out there understand, the way that most retail works with wines is all the wines on the bottom are the cheapies. All the ones on the, oh boy.
Yeah.
I wasn't super stoked on patronizing
right.
this place. But this was the side that
Oh my God.
Is this Patreon only?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Patreon only.
BTLM.
Yeah, BTLM and then defund the police. And me as a liberal, I would not patron that place because defund the police is the kind of messaging that's going to kill the Democratic Party forever. So I wouldn't go to Psychic Wines.
You don't think BTLM is going to have an adverse effect on the
No,
party?
that's a little bit more sprinkles. Defund the police is a little bit
No
more.
politics,
Yeah,
even on
sorry,
Patreon.
Sorry, no
Thanks,
politics.
Nikki. That's very nice of you. I'm going to really enjoy that. I got one more for Nick, and then I got Dill, and then Dill is present. Who's going to go next?
Why did I get 2 from you?
I just happened to do it. I basically had a budget for both of you, and I just hit that budget.
Cool.
right.
That works.
What
Then-
was the budget?
$65.
$65. That's a good chunk.
So then let's go. Dylan's from you, mine from you, mine to Dylan.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm like I would be a good mom. I love coordinating Christmas.
I can feel the material already.
Now, Dylan, do you know what this is?
I do. It's a chef's apron.
It is
But
an
what
apron.
is the symbol on the I don't know what you'd call that.
I don't
the
know
breast.
what this insignia is.
It looks like Nightmare Before Christmas.
It is not.
What
It
is that?
Anthony. I should have done
Show the
some more
camera.
detail. Anthony Bourdain wears this apron with that symbol on it
that's so
in
cool.
Kitchen Confidential.
on the cover. He's
On
got
the
this
cover,
on.
yeah.
Oh my God, Pat, that is
So I tracked
nice.
it down.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to wear this around.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
house.
When you're kicking some Socrat or whatever.
Socarat when I'm
Socarat.
achieving Socarat with a cast iron pan paella for my wife and I. Yeah. Oh my God, Pat, this is very, very thoughtful. Thank you so much.
You're looking at it the wrong way. You're looking at the stitch side.
And
you
I
ding
just
dong.
got you guys fucking drugs. I mean,
But
what?
drugs are going to last me for like a month, dude. That apron, you're going to just fold that up and put it in a drawer somewhere and forget about it.
No. I'm gonna put this on and cook with it. Drugs are fun.
They're a great gift because it's not just the monetary value; it's the struggle to get them. You
And
know,
by the
so-
way, drugs, that's not an appropriate word or description for what the things we take are.
Right.
Drugs, it has such a devious connotation.
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
not like we're blowing down lines or anything.
Hell
you know,
no.
we're just we're eating candy.
Exactly. What are
Thank
you
you
doing,
very
Nikki?
much, Pat. This is
You're
very,
welcome.
very thoughtful. We hope that all of you guys have people in your lives like me, Pat, and Nick have in one another. All right, so what do
Dylan
we got
from me.
next? Okay, Dylan from
Oh no, me from Pat, and then we'll close so it's not too.
next. I
Don't open that! Don't open that! That would be unfair. All right, this is from Pat to me again.
That's right.
Ty, is it the Complete Friends DVD box set?
No, Nikki. Even better.
I'm not talking into the microphone.
That's okay.
Here we go. Open it up. Do you hate when you guys are at like Christmas and stuff, and there's that one relative who's like, "Open it nice, save the wrapping paper."
Yeah, no.
I love you, Grandma, but
They're from
stop doing that.
They're
Nobody
from another
does that.
time where you valued things
This is
like
exciting.
paper.
This is exciting.
What is that?
UFC.
Oh my God.
It's the UFC beard kit.
It's the UFC Beard Care Kit. Limited edition.
Now, obviously, it's not as good as Manscaped, but it'll do.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to burn it because of our relationship with Manscaped. But look it, it's got John Jones and Khabib.
Let me see this. This is the UFC Beard Care Kit. Heavy duty beard oil, heavy duty beard balm, beard brush, beard comb, straight razor. It's got a straight razor in here, razor blade, styling template. I wasn't even.
How about
finished.
that
There's so much
lawnmower in
more
there,
stuff.
huh?
You're gonna feel like a fucking idiot when in 10 years I sell this for I mean,
$1,000.
It'll be like mortgage level.
Yeah,
This
no,
is fucking
seriously, that could have a lot.
Whitaker and Connor.
People tell me I'm a good gift giver.
If you use it, does it make your dick bigger and give you 6-pack?
Probably. It makes me fight. I can fight like them.
Look at that.
This is great.
Nick's going to shave with that beard care kit, and then he's going to go out and he's going to smash that Friends glass over someone's head and then take down 4 guys.
Oh, no, I wouldn't ruin the Friends glass, but close. The rest of it's pretty accurate.
No, that's super tight.
Look at my eclectic interests, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got range.
Yeah, there's a real range there.
All right, what's your gift?
Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh, once again, definitely not shoes in there.
Uggs? You got me Uggs?
That was probably Jules' box.
They were my shoes. She got me Uggs. Uggs.
All right.
I got Dylan one of the cool color ones because I know how much he loves the colors of the wines.
Oh, it's beautiful. Wow.
What is it?
It looks like a fucking lava
Look
lamp.
at that.
What kind of wine is it?
Not even a lot of sediment. It's probably a little bit yeasty, a lot of skin contact here. This is going to be absolutely delicious. I love how they say white wine on this.
They do.
Love natural wine so much.
Rosé.
Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate it. This is going to be fun.
You're welcome.
See,
And what else?
We know each other so well. Oh, there's something else in there?
Oh, yeah, there's something else. Black trans lives do matter. So.
There's something that says something about killer cops on that. Boy, that...
ACAB.
ACAB.
So, my...
Prosecute killer cops. I mean, that's fair.
That's fine, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I bet this fine print has some pretty batshit stuff on it.
The second gift from Nick is Money Master the Game, 7 Simple Steps to Financial Freedom from Tony Robbins. Now, there are a couple crazy things about this book.
You want to put your headphones on so you know when you're doing that?
One, the binding of this book is absolutely insane. It is though...
you don't get financial freedom by shelling out a ton on binding.
Now, can I ask, this is an advance uncorrected proof. It is not for sale, which, having worked in podcasting, means that this was probably sent in for someone to read before someone came on the show. Is that where you got this book? Because there's no way you could have purchased this at retail.
I would say possibly, but there's no way that a guest came in with this book. So I think he made 2 stops for Christmas shopping. That wine store and Barnes & Noble.
No, both of these I got from the Adam Carolla studio. Although, I will say, I did have a year where I got really into Tony Robbins. I was listening to him all the time, and I actually did buy that book.
Wow.
But when I was homeless, I had 2 giant... The only thing I...
What kind of zombie were you?
The one in a vehicle who was looking for gainful employment. A trier.
You hadn't turned.
I was a trier.
Okay.
Try I did, but I had basically all I had besides like what was in my car was these 2 big boxes of books, and they stayed at the place I work, Matt Men's warehouse, and I actually had bought that book because I was so into Tony Robbins. Never opened it, but these 2 giant boxes of books got stolen. It was right before Christmas 2014. I was super depressed and almost went back home. When those books got stolen, man, that was a kick in the nuts.
Can I say something about the thickness of that book? I think a description of how the galaxy was created could be done with less pages than that. What could this man possibly say with... I'm looking at that.
So the book is...
Is it 500 pages?
The book is 616 pages.
That's insane.
Acknowledgements will round out 640 pages. So I'm looking forward to tucking into this. I need to get better at managing money, and I think that Tony Robbins' terrifying face and very intense words will help me figure that out. Now, I still have to read Evan E. K. Williams' Power, a memoir. I'd still have to get...
And also Bugsy's The Art of Table Skiing.
Oh, no, I read that.
Oh, gotcha.
I read
Cool.
that.
Good.
But this is very, very kind. This is very unbelievably kind. Guys, we're good to one another. You know, we fight, we squabble, but at the end of the year, it's Christmas. It's about love, gift giving, and showing one another that you mean the world to me. And I think that we've achieved that tonight.
Do you want to make a pact that you read that book and I'll read the FDR book by April 1st?
No.
Okay, I'm going to try to read your book by April 1st. I also almost gave you the theory of moral sentiments, but I couldn't part with that one.
I'll do it by end of 2022. I'll do that.
Okay. Deal.
Good
we just
luck.
shook.
Good fucking luck.
I'm going to.
All right, so Christmas is wrapped for us. No pun intended. So let's get into what we brought here this evening. Pat, why don't you get into what you brought?
Sure, it's pretty negative.
Well, we just got done with a beautiful ritual.
Sure. Okay, get this. It's fucking Christmas. It's the holiday season.
Sure.
Everybody should be happy to be alive. You're healthy. For us, we're living in Los Angeles. The weather's pretty good here. People are good looking.
You got awesome gifts from your fucking buddies.
Yeah, exactly. And around this time, maybe it's because people are getting out of town and it's just the driving's weird and people are all stressed out about a bunch of different things. They turn into complete fucking assholes in this city. Maybe every city. Well, I don't know.
I think it's a little bit more here, but yeah, continue.
We have every reason to be happy, though. Like, I understand if you, like, wake up at 6 a.m. to go to your insurance job, and the first thing you got to do is shovel your walkway and get some ice off your windshield, freeze to death, drive to work with miserable weather.
You know, I heard they can put heating things underneath the concrete. When you pave a driveway, you can ask.
They can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. I didn't even knew that. Sorry?
Oh, okay. So
I
anyway.
got a couple in-laws in the concrete biz. It's a good upsell.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. Is that code word from mob?
Nope, they just do concrete.
Oh.
It was a great, actually, kind of a angle for him because my brother-in-law does custom homes, and then he hires his brother to do the fucking driveways.
That's a nice little relationship.
Vertical integration. Should be stopped by our government. Anyways, what's up?
Oh,
Why?
Yeah. So yesterday,
I'm joking.
I know.
I'm in a good fucking mood. I go visit a friend. We have coffee, have like some of those, what are those little treats you got there, little goodies like little chocolates.
Beignets.
Beignet, not a beignet. It doesn't matter.
Not how you say that.
I know.
Okay.
What is it?
Just beignet.
Beignet.
Yeah.
So I have a nice time, catch up. I'm leaving now. The driveway, he lives in Glendale, right? And it's this tight little driveway, and I'm pulling out, backing up, and it turns out there's
You
this
hit a
one.
kid?
No, almost.
You hit a
there's
zombie?
No, just a dickhead.
Did you hit a
beard.
deer?
No, a human. So I'm backing out. And to my right, there's a big, people are moving or something. So that's one of those things where they put a thing where you pack all your shit into it and then they'll pick it up or whatever. I forget what those things are called. But you know what I'm talking about, right? They'll drop off like a steel
trailer?
Like a steel trailer or something. You put all your boxes in there and then they pick it up on another day and move it to wherever the fuck you need to move it.
Well, yeah, those are for like construction sites. They'll drop those off.
No. When you're moving, they'll drop it off in front of your house. You've packed.
We're talking about the same thing though. It's like a small freight container. But
Correct.
It's
That's sorry.
Right.
I wasted a lot of time with this story.
No.
I almost think you guys are talking about something different. You're thinking of like a giant dumpster.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
This is like a moving company who doesn't
Yes.
move the stuff out of your house. You do the stuff into the.
Oh,
I like
got it.
They pick
Okay,
it.
okay.
I like this as a business model. They just had the vehicle.
Me too. I like it as well. So I can't see if I back out of this fucking driveway if a car's gonna clip me.
Sure.
So I'm slowly,
A perilous feeling.
slowly inching.
Yeah.
And I'm looking. All my focus is on. All right, I got to kind of time it out to make sure because I can see cars like taking a right around the corner. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna slowly back out and hopefully my rear end doesn't get hit. Spins me around. I smash my fucking head and then my kid's brought up by my
Sure.
wife. So as I'm pulling out, boom, I see it. I couldn't have been more cautious or whatever, but what I didn't do, because I was so focused on making sure I wasn't going to get clipped.
Young Al was this close to being a sea rat when
Yeah.
she grows up.
No, I
Oh, is
know.
that right?
If she didn't have you,
Oh yeah, she
Yeah,
better not be a fucking sea rat. I'll roll over in my grave.
Yeah. Well, you won't because you're dead.
Turns out, as I pulled out, which I did safely, there was a father and son.
Oh.
Dad looked like, and look it up, people, because I had to check for myself. If there's a film in 1989 that came out called 3 O'Clock High, the bully, the protagonist, the big jerk with long hair.
Oh yeah, totally. I can see him now.
He's got a 9-year-old son.
classic film that
They're
everybody's
holding
seen.
hands.
Yeah.
And now I'm a parent, so I completely understand this. So I pull out, I do that little 90-degree thing, and then I'm ready to go about my business and move on. And when I looked, because I like put my hand up, wave, oh, how you doing, whatever. The guy, I'll just give the look to the camera. This was the look he gave me.
For those just listening, it was a seething look.
Seething
with the eyes.
And I'm like thinking, oh, maybe maybe he's looking at someone across the street he doesn't like or something like that. So I like stare down at my steering wheel and then I finish out my turn and I'm like, I feel like he's looking at me still. And then I look over and he's still doing the.
Yeah.
For those just
as
listening,
he's walking
still
with kids.
seething.
He's holding hands with his 9-year-old son.
Yeah.
So I have to do one more look over there before this guy passes by me, never to be seen again as he makes his way past that storage container or something like that. And he's mean mugging me.
Right.
This fucking guy.
Can't ignore that.
The week of Christmas,
right.
of the Lord's birthday.
Right.
Ready to start a fucking fight with me with your 9-year-old kid? You don't get to do that anymore, dude, because I could be a psychopath.
Right.
I could get out of my Honda CRV and go track you down and just say, I am going to beat your father in front of you to teach him a lesson. And then what kind of Christmas memories would that be for that kid for the rest of his goddamn life?
Not a great Christmas.
But also a pretty good story around like drinking some beers with the boys. One Christmas, my dad got the shit beat out of him by this.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me that happened to you. I got lost in the train.
Oh, no.
It's like that Kevin Hart bit where he sees his dad get the shit beat out of him. And he's like, oh, what the fuck? He just kicked me in the face? Yeah,
Kevin Hart's funny.
Here's the crazy thing about an interaction with that, and this is why I kind of brought it up, other than this guy, what a fucking jerk trying to start a fight with me when he's got his kid with him.
Sure.
This is maybe what you tell me if you do this with yourself after you have a really uncomfortable interaction with a person that you'll never meet again and you'll never get to talk to again. I spend the next 35 minutes going over in my head what I would have said if I was confronted by him and his son. And like I just go through all these different incarnations. And one of them was, sir, in another time, I would have beaten your ass. But you have a son here. And he needs, I just started being very grandiose. And he needs someone to raise him. So by me killing you with one arm,
right,
I cannot do that now, sir.
Pat, did anything happen between you guys?
I just drove off.
I mean, it's somewhat similar to that time that fucking guy in the big camo lifted truck tried to run me off the road, and for days I thought
you
about
simmered on it.
Oh man, I wanted to beat that guy's ass. Can I play devil's advocate though for
please?
This guy, I mean, he didn't say anything to you, and whatever close proximity he got to you when you were backing out, he was worried for his child. I think this is the impetus for road rage in people because like. It may be these slight movements, someone cutting you off, but it's like this fight or flight. Your life was actually on the line. And when you're a parent, your Papa Bear and your cub almost got hit by this. He seethed at
this
you.
Drunk guy, yeah.
Let the man seethe.
Well, see, I saw all these different levels, Nikki. And I was still thinking, this guy, by him mean mugging me like that, this could have been a double homicide.
So you actually cared about the child.
Yes, he put his son in danger, is my point. I'm a saint.
Got you. He put his son in danger because he was so pissed that he felt like his son was in danger, though.
Also, when you're seeing a dummy like me backing out a driveway, not making eye contact with you while you walk down the sidewalk with your 9-year-old son that you're holding hands with, maybe you understand, like, oh, we should stop here. There is no reason to mean mug me. I did nothing wrong.
I think I'm with Pat. I don't think that man needed to seethe.
No.
I don't think he needed to see.
I think it's a physical response to you thinking your child might be in danger.
You know,
I mean, if someone backed out and almost hit Al.
Was it an irresponsible backing out though? Because if it wasn't, then there's no reason.
That's my whole point. That's why
I'm
I'm pissed. I wouldn't be sharing this amazing, interesting tale.
Right.
Right. I just pulled out of there willy nilly.
The best thing about the story is the climax.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that you don't wear headphones. You're talking right in the mic. I got to get over it.
Oh, the audience. He tortures them, Nikki.
I know. 2022, I'm going to try to get better at that, but sometimes I just trail off and you can't even understand a single word.
All right, I'm ready to move on, but I just want to say, interactions with human beings, you destroy another person's entire day because they obsess on figuring out a way that you could have died without them actually killing you, but you got what was coming to you.
Right.
Understand? All these interactions work that way. Be nice to people, especially during Christmas week.
Great lesson, Pat.
You're
you
welcome.
said that was negative.
I didn't think it was negative at all, right?
Yeah, me neither.
You said it was negative, though.
Well, I thought it was going to be, but then it turned out to be a pretty uplifting tale.
Well, I could talk about how we went to my sister's birthday dinner last night and the maitre d' did not check vaccine cards and my mother looked around the entire restaurant for 30 minutes not speaking to anybody. But I want to talk about the death of food content. Part 2 in Dylan's expose of a existential threat. But do we want to get to what caught my eye this week before we do?
Only because I think there might be a little bit more meat on your bone, and it'll be a recurring segment. Whereas
okay.
these are just kind of one-offs that I'm going to be giving.
Well, can I ask you a question then?
Absolutely.
What caught your eye this week?
Nice. Fuck yeah, that's how we do this segment. Here's the first thing that caught my eye this week.
This week.
Last week on APS, we talked about how Dylan at that Mexican wedding threw a political Molotov cocktail by getting these people to infight about J.K. Rowling being a trans-exclusionary radical feminist.
But you also touched us, a woman, inappropriately.
Yeah, but that is not what...
When did I do that?
You didn't.
The thing that caught my eye is not related to him inappropriately touching an in-law or whatever at a wedding. That was fucked up, Dylan. No.
Yeah.
Mine is more related to the political Molotov cocktail of you bringing up J.K. Rowling, the
trans-exclusionary radical feminist.
Thank you.
She's a fucking TERF.
We're not the only one that picked up on being a TERF.
Oh, my God.
So, Quidditch... The governing bodies of the real Quidditch, which is not at all real Quidditch,
right, are
going to change the name of the sport to distance itself from J.K. Rowling's anti-trans positions.
Okay.
So this caught my eye, and before I get into some of the minutia, what do you guys think about that?
I want to say this before we start talking about it. There are lunatics out there. Mm-hmm. Certifiably insane lunatics who are fueled by other certifiably insane lunatics. But let's remember that though these people may be loud, they are not representative of the way that the most of us think about things. But these people should be put on a trash island somewhere out in the middle of the ocean, and they should all kumbaya about their crazy shit somewhere else, so we don't keep hearing their words be magnified and hating one another over them. But, Pat, any thoughts?
Well, Quidditch is in the Harry Potter thing when they fly around on brooms and, like, I guess...
try to catch your golden snitch.
Yeah, right. There's a seeker.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a different version of Quidditch? Or
well,
is this
so
just
there
a
are
bunch
freaks
of nerds
that
on
play,
a Saturday?
Yeah, no, so there are nerds on a Saturday, and they're getting on broomsticks, and they're running on the ground. And they're playing Quidditch.
And they're going to separate themselves?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And increasingly, and I believe it to be because of the small circumference of a broom handle, they're using PVC piping, like fucking idiots who don't respect the game.
Right.
I mean, you know who'd be a good Quidditch player? Go check out another Below Deck podcast. That one woman who brought a broom.
Yeah.
So this is a combined effort between U.S. Quidditch, obviously USQ, the governing body of Quidditch, and Major League Quidditch, MLQ, one of the sports leagues. They said in a statement, the leagues are hoping a name change can help them continue to distance themselves from the works of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter book series, who has increasingly come under scrutiny for her anti-trans position in years.
Do I not have the full picture of what J.K. Rowling said, or did she just say that trans rights do not supersede a millennia of harm that women have suffered and still not quite gotten all the way there yet with? Is that all she said?
She's literally excluding trans from like feminist rights. So like there's been instances of male to female transgenders then committing acts on actual women or cis women.
Sure.
So she's like, what about these instances and stuff? But she did like write like an opus how like they shouldn't be included in the feminist movement. You'd have to decide for yourself what you believe. But
sure. Okay.
I don't think she's like, we should fucking kill trans people.
Well, no, she is. It's weird. It's weird to find out that the woman that brought us Harry Potter, one of the most imaginative and broad stories we've had probably since Star Wars or the Lord of the Rings, is literally Hitler. So, anyways,
many believe Harry Potter's to be allegories for prejudice and racism,
right?
Because the Muggles, of course, are not.
Yeah, no. Forget that she talks about gay rights and all that stuff, bigotry, shines a light on all that stuff through a whimsy and magic. What?
I always see a lot of stories through the context of legal laws and such.
The lens of the
law.
judicial system.
Yes.
Sure.
So these
Because you're
punks-
paranoid. You've been sued so many times.
I was in a deposition last week.
What he's about to say is basically going to be the point that wraps up this whole thing.
No, I won't. I won't step on your point.
No. I'm excited that I think you're.
So this Quidditch league, they're going to change their name, but they're still going to be playing Quidditch.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, that's what J.K. Rowling does. She calls up a couple of those lawyers, right? She says, "I heard there's some leagues monetizing the game that I created in a book.
Right.
The evidence is all there.
Right.
I want you to write down name of every one of these goddamn Garagos. Want every league on a legal piece of paper, and I want them being served on Monday. They're not going to be able to play my game unless they pay.
Well, that's a very catty move.
Oh, is it?
I hope that she is content with the fact that she is a billionaire multiple times over and just leaves these freaks alone.
I honestly think Pat hit on something very poignant. I think the entire reason for changing the name is so they don't get sued, because Quidditch is trademarked by Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers owns
already.
it. Yeah.
And these leagues, I think they're using this as a PR stunt to gain publicity for the game. But you guys do have to hear this. So there's a survey out of what...
what they should change the league name to.
Yeah, and
I wish I could have contributed.
I actually have one that I'll add that was not on the survey.
Fucking freaks flying around on shit, but not really flying. They're just running like fucking freaks league.
You can see my notes. No, the real survey ones are, I was going to say fucking nerds, but other than that,
Right.
You fucking nailed that.
Right,
that was
right.
what I had in my head. I don't have it written down.
Right,
but no, quad ball, quadraball, quid strike, quid ball, and quicker.
Yeah.
I feel like anything with quid is going to still leave you open to that legality.
Right. You
How
could
about
get
where's
flanked.
my pen protector?
But I just one more note from their statement. And this is actually not from the statement. This is from UK Quidditch, who supports the move by US Quidditch, MLQ.
Yeah.
This guy says
USQ and MLQ.
Our sport has developed a reputation as one of the most progressive sports in the world on gender equality and inclusivity.
How could it not? It's got a bunch of freaks playing.
In part because we take unathletic fucking nerds and allow them to
All right, well, look at us being mean now.
In part,
Patrick, these people.
if you play organized Quidditch,
It's nerd on nerd crime. I
yeah.
guess,
Yeah.
In part thanks to its gender maximum rule, which stipulates that a team may not have more than 4 players of the same gender on the field at a time.
Okay, so what is freakier or more nerdy? Me going to pre-sale events, draft nights at Alternative Universe, or
For Magic the Gathering?
for Magic the Gathering, or people getting together and playing Quidditch in a
That.
park?
Quidditch is
Right.
worse.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
So that caught my eye this week.
Oh, you going to do another one?
Just a very, very, very quick one.
All right, I'm going to hear the premise and then I'm going to pee.
Okay.
Okay.
Elon Musk also likes to slam claws when he podcasts.
Oh my God!
I bet their stock went up today.
Richest man in the world. And also, nothing is done by accident.
The problem of wokeness specifically, you mentioned that's like a
He's
mind
drinking a
virus,
claw, and that's it. That's what caught my eye this week.
Elon Musk said he was going to pay $11 billion in taxes this year. Yeah, right.
Hey, no politics. You don't
Sorry,
know- Are you his
sorry.
accountant? Are you work for the IRS?
No, but his tax returns have gotten released before. Anyways, maybe it's going to be different this year. Maybe we're all going to get a gift from Elon in the form of taxes he actually should pay.
Or missionless vehicles. Maybe that's the gift he gave.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have to pay taxes. And all the people he employs. And
You couldn't do both of those things. That's crazy.
All right, Dylan, you're going to talk now, right?
Yeah, I'm going
All
to
right,
talk
I'm
about the
gonna
death
go
of food content. All right, so we're going to wrap this up.
wait,
with,
can I wrap it up?
Yeah.
And that's what caught my eye this week.
So
Bat just said you and I are going to talk later.
So,
and he looked pissed.
I don't
He
wanna-
was seething.
I don't want to end this on a negative note, but it hasn't been the best year, so might as well.
Loved it. 2020 was better. 2021 was pretty cool.
It was fine. Food content is dying. I've talked about it many times before. I have sent Nick some videos that I'd like to go through tonight. Now, One of the themes that is going around, and you can find it in a lot of different food bloggers' content, perhaps that it's not full-blown mukbang, but there have been a lot of, there's been thematic entry of mukbang inserted into a lot of different things. Someone's making a food blog, and they just chuck in a little ASMR of them eating kimchi, and ruining a good food vlog. But to just set the scene of what mukbang is, if there's anyone who's been living under a freaking rock and doesn't understand what this phenomenon is, it is essentially a fetishized silo of content for really, really weird people to get aroused from, of usually spritey, cheruby, young Asian girls eating gargantuan amounts of food with unbelievably powerful and sensitive microphones, capturing every single molecule of saliva, breaking down our life source.
It's essentially what oh man, Pat just rocked his head on the microphone. That was funny.
He just keeps on fucking trucking though. He's a pro.
Yeah, it's essentially what I do every single night on Postmates at about 12:30 when I'm
Sure.
barely asleep. But there's no cameras or high frequency microphones.
Yes, exactly. So this one we've got here is what the young woman has done is she's peeled all of the meat off of a chicken. She has then turned the chicken into a chicken nugget kind of ground turkey type thing, or ground chicken type thing, wrapped it back around the bone, breaded it, and deep fried it. She also has to accompany that a giant baking dish of molten cheese that she's going to wrap around the fried chicken. So this has... Nick, how many views does this thing have? It's got 369,000 likes. YouTube has taken away the dislike function, which is really sad because you can't see motherfuckers get ratioed anymore. But this,
what is going on?
What is going on? How many?
If they took away the view count.
Well, she's got 7 million subscribers, so she's doing pretty well.
If they took away the view count, I'm gonna fucking cry.
How is this possible? There's no way.
She's got 12,000 comments.
I feel like my resolution's too big or something.
Yeah,
right
it's got to be something. So it's probably got 1 million plus, or at least high hundreds of thousands. But let's go ahead and take a listen to her eating once fried chicken covered in fondue.
Hey Nick, real quick before we hit the video, 7 million followers. Is she worth like $1 million or something?
7 million followers. She like. If you got more than 1 million, you're making over $1 million a year.
Oh.
I feel like this woman.
I got a New Year's resolution going. Okay.
Fucking 369,000 likes. That's the real number you gotta look out.
That's engagement.
And then play this. You want to play this?
Yeah, play that. Just not for too long though, because it's gonna gross people out. But yeah, let's play that. All right, so pause it.
She said it's amazing.
How's everybody feeling about this?
Well, I have some thoughts. When I see that this many people are watching it, means that there's a demand for this type of content, this type of imagery.
Yeah.
It's very concerning.
Yeah. Makes you feel like the apocalypse is coming, doesn't it?
Or it's deserved.
Right. Coming and deserving. Yeah, Mother Gaia has tipped the scales finally. She's seen enough mukbang. We're going to all die. Anyways.
Oh, hold on. One thought.
Yeah.
So when you see this imagery, as you asked what my thoughts were,
right.
This is how you're going to assess how when someone chooses a career and how they should feel about it.
Right.
Imagine your 7-year-old self getting to see a video of you doing what you're doing now and what their reaction would be to it.
Yeah.
That's what you should think about yourself now.
Well, I think that she'd probably be pretty happy. She's probably a little fatty when she was a kid.
Gonna eat all that fried chicken and molded cheese?
Yeah. Sorry, she probably wasn't fatty. Asian people have incredible genes, and who cares if she was a little chunky? She's probably beautiful. Anyways,
Before we get to your next one, Dylan, can I kind of show you like essentially the final boss of Asian mukbangs?
Yeah.
So this is called the gooey duck.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Everybody's familiar with
It's
the
a
gooey
snail.
duck. Oh yeah,
Well,
they squirt and they bite into it, and it squirts like a penis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
just
that was a trend within the mukbang trend, a sub trend within the mukbang trend of people chewing down on gooey duck, and it's shooting fucking bodily fluids mixed with salt water, and Asian people giggling in a really disconcerting way. Yeah.
And shout out King of the Sting. We did this once. I went to a Korean market.
Yeah.
I bought gooey duck. I got yelled at for taking a picture of the tank.
Right.
And
Yeah.
It's,
Highmart.
Highmart. Yes.
Yeah, you went to Highmart.
I went to Highmart. Okay, sorry, Dylan.
No, that's okay.
Just as long as everybody's aware of gooey duck.
Yeah. All right. So what we've got here is an Americanized version. Now,
Applebee's.
This is from a content creator called Badlands Chugz. He, as you could guess, is more of a chugger than a mukbanger or a consumer of food, right? So this is cropped up. There are a lot of people going around and tackling challenges, but Badlands Chugz, it really just hits different. And we've talked about this before. These concoctions are proof that the food industry is trying to kill us, and this man is a willing participant in his own untimely and very early death.
I already see what this fat
Use
pig looks like.
demise.
All right, so go ahead.
I like the fucking color thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's a fun way to
Your programming has been interrupted by Badlands Chugz.
Yes, folks, it's your boy Badlands Chugz, and I want to let you know about Badlands Chugz merch. Yes, it's on for Black Friday.
So he's got merch.
Deals.
And also check out anothermerchstore.com.
Yeah.
Please help us get rid of the inventory.
Yes.
Pat has a warehouse full of wine.
We have 1,000 Wine Hag t-shirts. All right.
Hey, also get Manscaped. This man needs a little help in the nose department. If you know what I mean. Maybe we'll send him one.
He's got some Spideys.
I don't even want to hear what is call to action right now, but at the bottom he has a Kyra that says text Chugz to 9500. I'm just gonna find out later.
Yeah, we'll do it. So let's play his intro.
50 seconds of fucking ads in the beginning. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Let's just get to know Badlands Chugz.
He looks like Mr. Freeze but fat from The Incredibles.
Yeah. Now, in his terrifying 3D animated video, he's drinking water, and he never drinks water. He only drinks things that are at least 45 grams of sugar a can. Now, he goes to Applebee's to sample the new Mountain Dew Dark Berry. Now, I didn't know this about Applebee's, but if you ask, they'll give you a giant gallon of it in a fucking bag. Go ahead.
Mountain Dew that's out. Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash, all right? It's an Applebee's exclusive, okay?
It's an Applebee's exclusive.
What's the guy who I brought in because I was all excited because I thought I found my own food reviewer?
Hello. Welcome to Mr. Food Review.
Yeah.
That guy.
And then you laughed in my face because everybody fucking knows about that guy, I guess. I'm going to have to look up after this his thoughts because the guy loves Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah.
And such. I'm going to have to check out his.
It's fruity. It's purple. Go ahead.
And I'm quite enjoying what's going down right now.
Yeah. So he always pours the soda in Das Boot.
Without further ado, let's step into the Chugz Zone, folks.
His music is too loud over him.
Yeah.
He needs a better editor.
Yeah, he needs he needs to figure out the audio. Okay.
Yeah. Look at this. Applebee's to go.
Hey, I'm sorry, Dylan. One stop. I believe this bag looks very familiar to the things that the people on in the movie WALL-E and the spaceships.
Yep.
They were sucking on.
Yep.
Oh, we're there.
We
are there.
Oh my God.
Look at this fucking human being.
Just start. Hold on. Just start counting the people in your life who get Oculuses, and they tell you about the Oculus and why
right.
Those are the people that are susceptible.
100%.
Although they are pretty dope.
Yeah. All right, so look at the color of this thing when he pours it.
I can't hear him.
I know.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Is he doing the Tide Pod challenge?
It looks like toilet bowl cleaner.
I thought it was at least going to be like...
Look how happy he
That
is.
looks like something you use to drain food down your...
Right. Now, pause it real quick. People want to give me shit about smoking, and I understand that smoking, it smells, and people don't want the smoke blowing in their face. But in terms of health, I would posit that you could smoke 2 packs a day and you'd die way after this guy.
Oh, 100%.
With what he is doing to his body.
I go back to the first thing you said. Do whatever you want to your own body. No one likes to smell of
No,
smoke.
nobody likes to smell smoke.
This guy,
but
I'm
there
sure he
is
smells like BO, but he doesn't come in smelling like Mountain Dew.
No, I know, but there's health, PDAs and Mothers Against This. This is just fun. We just think it's cool that this guy is drinking a boot of death.
I'm actually a proud...
Michael Bloomberg tried to stop it in New York.
Well, Michael Bloomberg, valiant effort, but you can just get 4 mediums. People are going to be fat. You can't do anything about it. And eat pizza with your hands.
I'm a proud supporter of Mothers Against New Dews.
Right. Right. All right, let's watch him chug this.
So you know this is fridge cold, folks.
There you go. Get closer.
We're about to do this, okay? So enough talk. Mountain Dew, dark berry bash, down the hatch. Cheers, folks.
He's Badlands Chugz, so he and it's spilling all over him.
That doesn't count. He needs to drink everything.
So,
Woo!
Thank you so much, everyone. Woo! Big ups, everyone here at Applebee's. It's so awesome here. And this is so good. Very delicious. Oh, man. We gotta stop by Applebee's and get you the new Mountain Dew dark berry bash. Oh, man.
How do you find this?
There have always been people like this that live in like small towns that would be like the town person that needs attention, that they'll in a restaurant do activities like this and everyone will chuckle, but their life ends with them in a home or a room with no one around anymore, and then they die a lonely death poor.
Right.
And now this same activity can have you driving a Tesla and living in a very nice neighborhood in Los Angeles.
But he's still going to die soon.
So if you took, and I know this intimately well because I fresh grind my beans every morning to make my coffee. If you take the amount of sugar that man just consumed and you put it into powder form and someone asked you to eat that, you have an entire day to eat it, you would throw the fuck up.
Well, it's interesting you say that, Dylan, because you wouldn't know that by looking at the guy.
Now, we have other videos. He does do a challenge where he gets every Mountain Dew he possibly can from 7-Eleven, including the Flaming Hot Cheeto Mountain Dew, and puts them all in Dust Boot. But that's for another time.
Yeah, this guy is now part of the APS lexicon, just like Ian K.
Yeah, Badlands Chugz.
Badlands Chugz is the fucking man.
All right, let's end it there. I would like to get into Lisa Wynn, my most hated food content creator, the budding star of YouTube short food content. But we'll do that at a later date.
Next year
we'll do it. Or on the free feed, but I don't think it's a free feed kind of thing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for supporting us here. To those who have been doing it all year, a month, 6 months, but really the people who have been doing it for a long time. We cannot thank you guys enough for the support. We hope you guys have an awesome Christmas with your families, with your friends. Nick Davis.
No, for the editor, Brian, I want this guy in the thumbnail with us. This specific shot I have up on the screen record.
So, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We'll see you probably next week and then in 2022.
Ho, ho, ho.
I'm Dylan saying goodbye. Nick, say goodbye.
Or maybe this one, actually.
Okay, Nick, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Pat, say goodbye.
Hey, thanks for a great year.
Another great year in podcasting.